Annyeonghaseyo. Hey guys, it's Kirsty. So today I'm going to be doing another review for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing the review to Neighborhood Hero. And we're going to get right into the story because there's kind of a lot of characters that get involved. But as I tell you about the story, you kind of get to know them. So again, I'm going to try and kind of asuavoid saying too much because this drama is fairly recent. It's only a year old, and so I don't want to kind of, give away the ending too much. These three characters, Paek Si-yoon, he is an intelligence agent. He's one of the best intelligence agents there are, and he has two other members in his team of three. Swan, which is another member of his, also an intelligence agent, and they kind of have a little thing going. And the last person in this trio is Jinwoo. He is Shi-young's best friend, kind of like brothers, and so they kind of take care of each other a lot. The three of them are really, really close friends, and they kind of watch each other's backs. So they're in this place getting this intel on this massive corporation group that's kind of buying things out. They're buying businesses out, and they've got all of this money and all of this power, and they're trying to get intelligence on them because it's kind of unusual. However, their mission is compromised, and it results in Jinwoo's death. Shi-young is blamed for it, and he goes to prison for it. Years and years later, when he finally is released, Jung Soo-hyuk, who is kind of the leader, head intel person, he kind of gives them the rundown on their missions and sends them on their way. He picks him up and is taking him to this bar. He asks him what he's going to do, and Shi-young kind of says, I think I'm going to retire. I'm done. So Hyuk is like, it's a good idea, awesome. But he doesn't believe him. Shi-young does is he goes to this bar. It's called the Neighborhood. And when he's there, he meets President Hwan, who is the owner of the bar. This bar has a reputation amongst spies or intelligence agents of being the place where you go when you want to relax. Almost every patron who's there is an intelligence agent or is a former intelligence agent, including President Hwan. Shi-young ends up buying the bar. And he's telling everybody who asks that he's retired. He doesn't want to do the spy game anymore. What he's really doing is he's using the bar to gain intelligence on intelligence agents, because what he wants to do is he wants to find out why his mission was compromised. What happened that his mission failed and resulted in Jinwoo's death. And he plans on avenging his friend. While he's at this bar, he meets Pae Young-jun, who is an aspiring screenplay writer. She is writing this spy story, and she kind of asks President Hwang for stories and tips and such like that so that she can write. When she finds out that this guy, Shi-young, the new owner, is a former spy, a former agent, she kind of starts basing her screenplay on his life. It's really funny. Jung-yeon has a friend, Somi, who is also her roommate. Somi has a shop, a little tiny little shop, in the same vicinity as the Neighborhood bar. She's had the shop for a very little while, and sometimes her friend goes over and she helps herself. So this man comes into town, buying a property left and right. He's planning on demolishing it and building a mall. His name is Yoon Sang-min. He's kind of a ruthless person. When people decide that they don't want to sell, they want to keep their shops, he kind of reverts to his old gangster ways and sends thugs to go and, destroy their property or torment them to make them want to sell. He kind of takes away their security and confidence in their shops and makes them want to sell. But the people are very resilient and they say no. And the thing is that they kind of inadvertently get a hero. Shi-young kind of inadvertently becomes their hero because in one of those that he's, but that these thugs are destroying Somi's shop, he kind of goes in there and beats the crap out of them. And slowly but surely, this neighborhood hero arises. He has a hat with a very specific symbol on it, and he always wears a hoodie. And, he beats the crap out of all of these thugs. In a way, these people are like, well, we've got protection, we've got security, we don't have to sell. And so this man, Sang-min, he kind of reverts to, bribery and extortion and kind of all these things to make sure that these people sell. This man named Park Sun-ho hires an old friend who happens to be a police detective, Im Tae-ho, to keep an eye, or to hire somebody to keep an eye on Ji-yoon. Tae-ho, who is you know, a struggling detective. His wife is very demanding for money, and his kids are very demanding for money, and he finds that he can't really provide what his wife wants with his salary as a detective. So when his friend Sunho tells him that he can give him, you know, 3 million won if he, you know, hires somebody to keep tabs on this man, he jumps at the chance. He says yes. Taeho hires a police student, Changyo, to follow him around, and he isn't following him around first. He's following a former agent around first, and then that agent ends up dead. And then he starts following President Huang around. And after President Huang, Changyo is told to follow Shi-yoon. Shi-yoon knows that he's being followed because Changyo is not a very good tail. And so what ends up happening is Shi-yoon kind of starts training him. He kind of, you know, starts teaching him some martial arts, starts teaching him, you know, how to defend himself. And together they kind of become the neighborhood heroes. They kind of keep thwarting Sungmin's attempts to, you know, get these people to sell. Everything really changes when Shi-yoon finds out that one of Sungmin's thugs is responsible for Jinwoo's death. Kind of throws all caution to the wind, and he doesn't care. If he dies, he's going to avenge his friend. As far as I'm going into the story, you're going to have to see to find out what happens. This is the first time that I've ever seen a drama like this. I've never seen a drama about retired intelligence agents. I've never seen a drama about spies. This is really, really amazing. This was really good. It was a perfect balance between action and drama. There wasn't too much of either. There was enough sadness to kind of keep you riveted with these characters. My favorite characters, I've got two in this drama. My favorite characters are Changyeong and Jungyeon. I feel that in every drama that I've seen, there is at least one character who doesn't need to change. And they don't need to change because their morals, their sense of justice, their way of thinking is all on point. And it's these two characters. They've got this righteous sense of justice and this need to help their fellow people, which is why they can thwart Sungmin's attempts every single time. And I think that even though he's already, you know, a retired intelligence agent, the person who grows the most in this drama is actually Ji-yoon. He has to make a very important decision later on in the drama as to what he's going to do and how it's going to affect his future. It helps him grow so much as a person. I highly recommend this drama. I give it 2 thumbs up. Would totally see it again. I cannot wait. So that's it for this drama, guys. I'm liking this keeping my thoughts in order kind of thing. If you guys have any requests, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want to see something first, want somebody else's opinion first, let me know down in the comments below and I will give you my opinion on it. So I will see you guys later. Bye, my dramateers. Have a good week and I will see you with my next video. If you want to subscribe and become part of this dramateer family, it's going to be somewhere here. If you want to see any of my other reviews, I've got quite a few of them, it's going to be up here. Bye.